Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Inside Guns with your host, me, the Yankee Marshal. Today, I want to take a little time and do an update on the Kyle Rittenhouse trial. I know a lot of us have been following it, and I wanted to cover pretty much what we've seen so far from this wondrous prosecution team. Because there are 3 instances where someone was shot, and they have gone into great detail about each one of them. And I want to go over, in a very impartial way, what they've shown us and what it would make you think. If you remember, there were 3 people that were shot. The first person was that nut job, Rosenbaum, I believe his name is, who was a certifiable nut job, who basically laid in wait and attacked Kyle Rittenhouse when he came back onto the property of that car lot, I believe it is, and got shot during that attack. The next was the person who attacked him in the street with the skateboard, and the other was the medic who had his own firearm drawn while he was shot. So let's go over all 3 of these. Now, the first one, they introduced some evidence like, oh, look, we've got aerial footage that shows what happened. And it's like, okay, he goes, hides behind a car. Kyle Rittenhouse comes back onto the property. The guy kind of like trails him, stalks him, and then charges at him. Kyle Rittenhouse is yelling, friendly, friendly, friendly. It appears, according to the evidence the prosecution put forward, that when he was shot, it was at close range, and he was probably grabbing the barrel of the gun at the time. So not only did he stalk and then attack Rittenhouse, he was trying to get his gun from him after being belligerent and threatening violence earlier in the evening. So I think looking at that impartially, you're going to have to say that was self-defense. Now let's go out to the shooting in the street, and let's show what the prosecution has shown on that. Well, they haven't really shown any new information on that. They just showed the same old video you see where Kyle Rittenhouse is trying to get away. He's trying to get police's attention. He's leaving the scene of the actual first shooting. He's actually going to authorities to get help. The guy attacks him with a skateboard. Now, I know a lot of you might say, well, it's just a skateboard. Wasn't like it's a gun or nothing. If you've ever been hit with the truck side of a skateboard, it's a potent weapon. This kid was attacked by this guy with a skateboard, and to be honest, the guy could have taken him out if he'd have known more what he was doing while Kyle was trying to get away, but he kind of pulled off a little bit, like he was a little hesitant in his attack. And Kyle Rittenhouse had every reason to feel that he was threatened. You're laying on your back, someone's attacking you with a weapon. You're on the ground amidst numerous hostiles. He had every right to believe he was threatened. I can't see how anyone would see that as anything other than self-defense. The other one, the medic that was shot in the arm, not only had he fired his gun in the air already, aggravating things, but he admitted on the stand that Kyle Rittenhouse pointed his gun at him but did not shoot him until he pointed his gun at Kyle Rittenhouse and moved towards him. He had a chance to shoot him before, didn't, right before he shot him, he had a chance to shoot him when he was trained on him, didn't do it. But then the guy drew his gun, or actually moved it to a position where he was pointing it at Rittenhouse and advanced on him. And he says, that's when he shot me. Those are his own statements right there. I pointed the gun at him, advanced on him, he shot me. That's self-defense. That's the clear definition of self-defense. So I'm sorry, from what the prosecution has shown so far, these are all self-defense. I know there's people out there that are angry and they feel like something should be done because, people lost their lives. And yeah, it's unfortunate that people lost their lives. But these weren't innocent people that weren't doing anything. The first person was, like I said, certifiable and was attacking him, trying to get his gun from him, it seems. And since we weren't there, we can't say that he wasn't. Our word wouldn't be worth anything in court. What we think isn't worth anything. So based on just the facts, it seems like that would be self-defense. The second one, that's clearly self-defense. The other guy attacked him with a skateboard. And that could be very injurious. It could actually be deadly. Especially if you ended up on the ground, he ended up beating you more with it. or other people joined in to throw some kicks and stuff once you're on the ground. He was well within his rights and well within the purview of being a reasonable person to think, in this situation right now, after what just happened over there where I had to use my gun in self-defense, these people are likely to kill me if they get me on the ground. So that's definitely, in my opinion, just looking at the facts, self-defense. Now, the other one, like I said, the guy says, I pointed my gun at him and advanced on him, then he shot me, when he didn't shoot me earlier. So clearly, self-defense. So, like I said in an earlier video, I have no idea what this prosecution is trying to do. Most of what they're doing seems to be bolstering the defense, in my opinion. So maybe they don't want him to be convicted. Maybe they want him to be acquitted. But if that's what they're wanting, they're doing a good job of it, because after seeing this stuff, and I think people know all along, I have said he is not guilty of murder. This is not a case of murder. He's guilty of bad judgment and maybe some other things, which we'll talk about at a later date, because people have asked me, what do I think he should get as a punishment? And we'll cover that in a different video because I don't have time for that here. But as far as murder charges, I think it's pretty clear that this was self-defense, a kid defending himself. They weren't even attacking a grown adult. They were attacking a kid. So, in my opinion, just looking at the facts, taking all emotion out of it, no matter who you are, I can't see how you would think Kyle Rittenhouse should be anything other than acquitted of all the murder charges. All right, everybody, with that being said, I want to move on and answer a piece of viewer mail here. As people who carry guns, we all know that someday we might have to use them to defend ourselves. And we know that after we do that, we're probably going to have to deal with police. And most of us know that one of the most likely scenarios, if we do have to defend ourselves, is from a werewolf attack. And the only real problem with defending yourself against a werewolf attack, if you do have the silver bullets and you manage to kill one, is they revert to human form. So suddenly, what was, a 300-pound hulking hairy monster full of fangs and claws that was going to eat you alive a minute ago is now some naked dead guy in your yard or on a trail somewhere, no matter where you're at when it happens. How are you going to explain that to police? People ask me that all the time. How are you going to explain that to police? Well, there's really a simple answer to this, and it's being prepared. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to always carry a throwdown. And no, I don't mean a throwdown gun or knife or anything like that. Police are going to see through that. What I'm saying is carry yourself a bottle of throwdown lube. And I don't mean gun lube. I mean lube. What would you call it? Adult lube. Because here's the thing. You shoot someone, shoot a werewolf, boom, dead naked man on the ground. Go over, stick a little tube of KY jelly in his hand. Tell the police, a naked man came running at me with lube in the middle of nowhere. And there's not going to be a jury in the world that'll convict you. So I don't think you'll even face charges. So it's really that simple. If you want to defend yourself against werewolf attack, have silver bullets. If you want to be able to explain to police what happened afterwards, throw down lube. Because the last thing you want to do is tell them, oh, he was a werewolf. And the reason for that is because there's a good chance they might be a werewolf. Werewolves have been infiltrating law enforcement and government for years. So if they think you killed a werewolf, they're going to be on you. They're going to pretend they don't believe you. They're going to try to throw the book at you. But if they think you just killed some pervert trying to rape you on a country trail, I think they'll accept that a lot easier. So like I said, to be prepared, have yourself your silver bullets and your throwdown lube. All right, everybody, before I go, I want to remind everyone that today is the last day to go over and nominate a veteran if you want them to have a chance to win that rifle on Veterans Day. So go on over to tympistolproject.com, use that little section that says nominate a veteran, nominate someone, and then tune in tomorrow for the live chat to see who wins the Veterans Day giveaway. And also, we are doing toy guns for tots. Don't forget, if you haven't donated yet and you'd like to, go over to tympistolproject.com and donate. So far, we're doing pretty good. We had a couple of really slow days, but we had a really good yesterday thanks to some very generous donations. We made over $1,000 yesterday. So we are nearing $4,000 and we've still got time to go. So go on over tympistolproject.com. Donate to Toy Guns for Tots, and I am going to be doing a giveaway, and everyone who donates before I announce the giveaway will still be registered in the giveaway. We'll have more about that tomorrow, but until then, remember, we are doing Toy Guns for Tots, so go on over and donate. And with that being said, I just want to thank everyone for coming today, and I hope you come back again tomorrow. Until then, I just want to say to everyone out there to remember to always carry and stay safe until I see you again.